we need to get serious and stop the BS of the buzzwords. There's too many buzzwords, okay? And my point always been this: you have to have something, and Lean calls it something of value, right? To deliver, so you can make money and make the company sustainable. By the way, LinkedIn, that means profitable, okay?
From South Florida, I'm Dave.
And here in Dallas, very early in the morning, I am Q.
And we woke up early so that we can help you, your teams, your organization with better ways of working. All right, Q, we keep up on LinkedIn, we keep up on Reddit, and it's getting even confusing for somebody like me that's been practicing Agile and its frameworks for quite a while. Let me set this up. So we got the originals, we got Scrum, we got Kanban. If you want to satisfy or delight the customer, actually we can go back to Lean, right? And then Agile comes along, which is great for product development, for new things, because it's iterative and incremental, and you're getting feedback from the customer. And Kanban can do that too, but it's more of a state of flow. Okay, so now we're saying, oh, let's make this shift from project-based to product-based. So now this brings up product management and, product owners, how to step up their game to really talk to customers. And now what I'm seeing is we're going from product management to flow management. How do we keep delivering value? And then artificial intelligence, and how does that fit in the game? And it's going to help us more overlap our skills. I'm confused, Q. Help me out here.
You think I am not confused? This looks to me like a game of musical chairs. So Dave, play the music and there, let's go around and then we finally sit or not, okay? So here's the deal, okay? I think we need to get serious and stop the BS of the buzzwords. There's too many buzzwords, okay? And my point always been this: you have to have something, and Lean calls it something of value, right? To deliver, so you can make money and make the company sustainable. By the way, LinkedIn, that means profitable, okay? I don't think some people over there actually grasp the notion that wearing Batman socks and looking weird actually lends credibility to what you're trying to sell. But anyway, here's the deal. I don't care if that's the Scrum, Kanban, or whatever it is, right? So we have two things we have to concentrate on. One is, are we going to give somebody, the user, the customer, the stakeholder, my dog? I don't have a dog. I'm a cat person, but something that they want. And then how do I get that thing out of the door as quickly as possible, right? With quality. No, it's not acceptable to send 36 different patches to my phone every day because you cannot get the software right, okay? That's not being iterative. That's being sloppy, okay? And that's it. Now, do we need frameworks for that stuff? I don't know. I honestly don't think we do. Now, what I see is, I don't see people actually understanding what a product is. I don't see people actually understanding how to market that product. Oh, we don't do commercial stuff. Yes, you do. Anything that involves money and is going from one department to the other, the company's commercial. Whatever you want to call it, I don't care. So we keep driving stuff, especially in the IT domain, which you and I spent a considerable amount of our careers on, like it was still the 1950s. And they claim that they're very progressive. It's all about AI, it's about this. And then you look, the decisions are made in a way that Frederick Taylor would be proud of. It's all about the buzzwords. It's the latest buzzword that draws everything. Oh, AI, we're gonna get rid of a bunch of people. Somebody actually posted this the other day. There is a drop already on Stack Overflow and other of those sites where people just go to copy code because they're copying out of some large language model, aka AI, right? And the person who actually posted this said, well, the problem is we use places like Stack Overflow to feed the model. If people stop putting stuff in there. So all of that together tells to me, we need to get serious and simplify stuff. Stop the buzzwords, stop the nonsense, and actually figure it out is what they're going to deliver, how we're going to deliver it. throwing buzzwords in the mix is not going to make anything better.
Yeah, things are just changing so fast. I was thinking earlier today, I went to college. I started off writing software, even started in Visual Basic Java. Now there's websites that if you give it the right prompts, it'll not only write the code, but set up the environment and deploy the application. I know there's a lot of work, and how is artificial intelligence going to, be part of the workforce here? I don't know. And by the time I figured out, I might be outdated myself. So this is crazy. The next 5 years is going to be very interesting, but I think this is more important why we need to go back to the principles that some of these frameworks espouse. So we remind ourselves, hey, it's about the customer. Hey, it's about delivering value. How you go about doing it, that's going to change because the technology is going to change. I think about, one of my favorite things. I call myself a classical agilist. I would love just to use note cards and just to, put them on my wall here and manage what I have to do. But now everything's going digital, and with remote people, like I can't do that and have everybody I can't have everybody see my wall here in my office. So I don't know where this is all going to go. I'm going to have AI basically keep track of what's on my wall digitally. Like I don't know where this is going.
No, but you see, we need to stop the hype and the BS behind the hype, right? Someone posted on LinkedIn, because we're using AI and we learned that we can speed up a backlog refinement by 832%. I think that was a number. It was some absurd number anyway, but I think it was 832. Well, first of all, backlog refinement is about conversations, right? I don't see where AI plays on that. Actually I do. And you and I been doing this, I have my Galaxy S24 Ultra recording the stuff so it can transcribe and summarize it. That's great. But that doesn't replace the conversation. So we need to stop claiming crazy numbers and doing other stuff with the pretense of keeping up with technology. So there are uses. I recorded it. I loved it because you know how bad I am at typing, right? And this thing is a godsend. Transcribes, okay, about 85% accurate. There are people's accents, there's poor quality in the sound and etc., right? And by the way, I never record anything that's confidential, just general stuff, right? And then it summarizes. The summary is about, 70%, 65% accurate, but it saves me a lot of time, right? Now, that doesn't equate to 832%. So we need to stop creating hype and being realistic. Tools are tools. Tools do not replace people. What tools replace is silly stuff that has to be done manually when it doesn't need to be.
Yeah, so this brings up a great point. Collaboration, right? Like I don't see how we can automate the collaboration. People still need to talk. You still have a customer. I don't think they're going to talk to an AI agent. I think they're going to talk to you. They're going to want to talk to me. They're going to want to somebody that can give empathy to the user, to the stakeholder. We're still going to have that human touch, at least for now, maybe 50 years from now, but who knows? I don't like to predict. I'm normally wrong. And the other point in this equation is leadership. They're under pressure. They've got to, if it's a public company and it's publicly traded on the stock market, they got to hit the numbers, and they don't have time. How much runway they give a team or a group of teams. But I think some fundamentals here. One, it's about teams. Two, it's about the customer. And three, it's about delivering that value. So I think those are the 3 points we're going to focus on in these videos that we're doing, and eventually whatever products come out of that.
Yeah, but you see, here's the interesting thing. We still have, and we talked about this in another video, is we still have the people who created that proverbial, whatever you want to call it, let's call it a product backlog, just most common word for that. They still impersonate what the user wants, and the results are not always the best. I had to deal with lots of things that are people's personal opinions, and they end up in a backlog as if the user actually wanted that. And they actually keep insisting on that. It's not working, people are not liking, and they keep insisting on that. So I think one of the things for me that leadership doesn't get it in general is One is being a control freak is not going to buy you anything. So you have to let it go. You have to actually tell people, hey, I want this done, and you guys go do it, and I'll provide the means for you to do it. I mean, there's need for budget. Nobody in the Agile community seems to think budgets are important. I think the money miraculously comes like rain and all that stuff. Nobody talks about it. Nobody talks about cost of sprint. Nobody talks about anything. It's just, well, let's be a servant leader, and act like a potted plant and all that stuff, right? Nobody talks about the money, which is what drives the planet, right? But I think where it fails miserably is tell your people what you want, give them what they need, and hold them accountable for delivering what you wanted them to deliver. General Patton said that people are going to surprise you how creative they are if you tell them what you want them to do. We're not doing that. And now we're going to use an excuse like AI. I keep using this word, and it's stupid because this is actually, it's a hype term for what actually is. But anyway, let's use it anyway. And we still are managing teams the way we managed in the 1950s. So what is this whole hype all about? And I have been engaging in a conversation that you followed, with some people who actually don't understand what is written in there about Scrum this, Scrum that. I said, I honestly don't care about Scrum. Okay, I don't. What the point that you guys don't get it? You are telling me that Scrum doesn't work. What I'm telling you, it doesn't work because the way leadership treats it. Now, is this Scrum perfect? Is going to solve all the problems? Hell no. Nobody expects that. But the problem is, you go after one of these frameworks, be Scrum or whatever, and then you follow what part of the framework you want to follow that you think you should be following, it becomes a mess. And then you blame the framework. You never blame the people who make the decisions. Right?
Yeah. That's one of the things that I think we need to address is, and we have been addressing in these videos, but we really don't talk about the leadership aspect. It's such a key, whether it's change management or just, good old fashioned, here's a vision, here's where we're going to go. And then how does Agile or these other frameworks, DevOps, etc., how does that fit into it? And a lot of times, how do we communicate? Because the different ways we communicate, is the vision too specific? Is the vision not specific enough? Like all these things we can dig into to figure out or how to improve the way teams are directed and motivated. But yeah, then let the teams take over from there and let them surprise you.
You see, you mentioned something very interesting when you mentioned DevOps, right? And it's really funny because we always say, okay, it's done. Yeah, it's done. Let's deploy it. And I know I'm being a bit software specific here, but let's deploy it. Oh, wait, there is this and this and this and this and that. And I'm still shocked, okay? I'm still shocked with all that's available for us in tools and ways of doing stuff, that when we say, let's deploy it, then things get kind of ugly, right? Oh, hold on, we need to have so-and-so rubber stamp this. Oh, hold on, we can't do that without talking to what? Oh, developers, they cannot touch production. And I had this conversation with somebody in a leadership position once. Oh, so developers cannot take production? No, because they're going to mess everything up. I said, really? Now tell me why every time something goes wrong, you put the developers in production to fix it, and then it's okay, right? So again, it's lack of leadership.
Or if I want to check box on my website, why do I have to go through 30 different people and wait, a month, and it still doesn't work in production, right? So
yeah. And it still doesn't work,
Yeah.
or stuff like this. Well, we are 5 versions behind. Oh, where is that? Oh, I don't know. And then there's like 37 different reasons that none of them makes any sense, right? And oh, crap, we just got penetrated. Why is that? Well, because we are 5 versions behind. Nobody patched anything. And you think this is not, that I made this up? This happened to a very large organization circa 2018 or so. I'm not going to tell much more than that.
Yeah.
Exactly because of that. Stuff was not being kept up to date because, we need to rubber stamp. We need somebody to approve. We can't do that because we need to talk to so-and-so. It's all the little empire building that goes behind stuff. And then somebody goes and say, well, we can use AI to speed things up by 832%. We can't even deploy software without getting somebody to rubber stamp it. I mean, let's stop the hype. Let's be realistic. We lack leadership who actually understands what to do.
Yeah, that's what we're seeing out there. So I think this is a good place to leave it for now. Folks, what do you think in the comments? We want to hear your thoughts. Please disagree with us, right? So we're throwing some stuff out there, and sign up for a newsletter, by the way. We'll put the details in the description or in the comments, so you don't miss another exciting video when it comes out. So that's it for today. Thanks a lot for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.